Hey, good morning and happy Saturday. A day earlier than my normal Clearing the Bases episode. Normally I do these on Sundays, but I am going to a friend's house for the night and I will not be doing a video tomorrow morning. So today's Saturday. The theme of this video, this weekly series, is just kind of short, quick hitters, items that I found interesting, big auctions, things like that. This usually they have a theme, like a main item. And this is basically, is Topps intentionally misleading customers or potential customers when they are marketing 2024 Topps Chrome? And I'm going to show you some examples, and I'll let you decide. I'll tell you my opinion as well. And let's jump in. Bear with me here just a moment. All right, here we go. So, Topps. Here's a post. First look, Ken Griffey Jr. will have on-card autographs in 2024 Topps Chrome. This is the first Ken Griffey Jr. Topps Chrome base design autograph ever. Total of just 91 Griffey autos. It is a stunning card. It looks great. This is the one that's numbered to 50. Looks awesome. I would love to have that card. Um, I'm a big Griffey fan. So then here we go. Another Topps post. They're talking about hobby boxes here. Hobby boxes, hobby box, hobby box. And in this post about hobby boxes is the number to 5 Ken Griffey Jr. autograph. So you should be able to pull this card in a hobby box, right? Since they're talking about hobby, hobby, right? Here we have a post also from Topps of all the retired players who have base design autos in 2024 Topps Chrome. And it's a pretty lengthy list of legends. It's awesome. And they're all on card autos. Here's the Ichiro. This one appears to be numbered to 10, I think. Uh, so we're going to come back to this one in a moment. But then people started noticing, if you go to Topps website and you go to their odds, 2024 Topps Chrome Baseball, the legend autographs, this is probably difficult for you to read, but I'm going to highlight here. Chrome Legends, all these autographs are only in the Breaker Delight boxes. And that's mostly available only to breakers. Now, some allocation, a very small allocation, goes to hobby stores, local card shops, when they when they have extras and breakers don't buy them. But they're sold out on all the biggest places, DA Card World, Blowout, Buzz, or whatever they're called. They're sold out immediately. They just never had it because they all went to breakers. So the only way you can get these Chrome Legend autographs is by joining a break. You can't go out and buy a hobby box or a jumbo box or a blaster box or a monster box. Now they're called value boxes, and expect to get a Chrome Legend autograph. And so people started catching on to this and started calling Tops out. And they ignored this for a long time, for days, I think, of people saying you're marketing these as in hobby boxes, but they're not in hobby boxes. And finally, this is the only one I could find. On Thursday, somebody responded saying, "Are the retired players only in Breaker Delight boxes?" This was on Tuesday. 2 days later, Topps responded. They must have, because they had so many tweets about this, they must have had some internal discussions about what do we do about all these people who are realizing that they can't get these in all these boxes that we're promoting. And so they said the Chrome Legends autographs list from above is only available in Breaker Delight boxes. There are some other retired player insert autos that can also be pulled in other formats. Those I've seen. I should have shown another one. Those are cool, but they're not as cool as these ones, and they're also not being promoted as in hobby boxes. So somebody said, "Where can I buy the Breakers Delight boxes that contain these?" And Top says, "Womp womp, they are sold out on our site. Still available at various hobby shops, online distributors, and breakers." I couldn't find any. If you know of any, let me know. Put it in comments here. or email me a link to those. All right, so this red Wood Logan 5 decided to start a thread where they're marketing with no mention of exclusivity to Breaker Delights. Here's Sandy Koufax. Sandy Koufax will have on-card autographs. These are amazing. And I hate, like, last week, I had a lot of positive things about Topps. And it was surprising because I don't have a lot of positive things to say about Topps usually. And it felt good, like, hey, I'm saying something good about Topps. And this week I'm back to going like, Topps, what are you doing? What are we doing here? Great Sandy Koufax. I highlighted this one last week. It's only available in Breakers Delight. And this, we already talked about this one. Oh, and actually, we didn't talk about this one. Here is the product breakdown. I actually think I have this one still. And they show a hobby box, $199.99. When they're talking about Ken Griffey Jr. and other veterans, and they say, go buy a hobby box. It feels like intentionally misleading their customers. And I want to know, in your opinion, what are they doing this intentionally? I think they are. I think they they're just throwing out, hey, go buy a hobby box. Here are some things that you could get. Here's the I already showed this one. I already showed this one. Okay. Uh, and then Blowout Buzz, an approved big vendor. Get your 2024 Topps Chrome MLB boxes here. And they're showing these cards. And somebody says, hey, these are only in Breaker Delight boxes. And Blowout Buzz says, yeah, those are sold out. But they were sold out from the beginning. So they're promoting these two cards as in 2024 Topps Chrome. And it's impossible to get those in any box that Blowout Buzz was selling, as far as I can tell. I looked on the 16th, or maybe it was the 17th, Breaker Delight were sold out. And here on the 17th, the day after this post, Blowout Buzz says, yeah, they're sold out. So it feels like a coordinated plan to, hey, we would like you to include these photos and try to sell 2024 Topps Chrome. And I'm not a jump to conclusions, or it's not a conspiracy theory isn't the right term here, but this just feels intentional to me. So Robo Frobs, whatever that is, said, chase the Griffey auto today. Didn't get anything. And you can see he bought one of these jumbo or monster boxes, 3 Chrome autograph cards per box. Seems like, based on the Topps marketing, you should be able to get those. And he got these cards here. I've never heard of most of these. I've never heard of a bunch of these guys. And he then writes, let's move this back in the correct order. Just left the LCS because people started telling him, hey, you can't pull the Griffey in that box. So he went back to the LCS, and the LCS didn't know that it was in the Breakers Delight boxes either. Now, I'm going to get comments. Well, you should have looked it up. You should have looked it up in their website, because it does say it here, as I pointed out. But again, when Topps is promoting these cards and saying buy a hobby box, people are going to tie those together and say, oh, I can buy a hobby box. I can buy a monster box, whatever these boxes are called. And I can get these when Topps doesn't specify the box in the posts that they're marketing, or they don't say check odds to see the likelihood, whatever, something like that, then it looks like you can pull them anywhere. Again, let me know your thoughts in comments. I know there are going to be some people who disagree. I always have people who disagree, which is fine. I like professional disagreement, but I also think that the majority of people will agree with me. Now, we have the base award winner variation. This is a great looking card. I like this card a lot. And I went and I looked, and these are available Way down low. This is how many let's just scroll through. This is how many variations and types of different things you can get. It's 4 pages of variations. So down at the bottom, third from the bottom, you can get it in a hobby box or Breaker's Delight. One in every 26,000 packs. Is that packs or is it boxes? I don't know. 26,000. So cool card. You're unlikely to hit it though. Oh, yeah, and then so in this, they say this product has some awesome new features and chase cards. And John Keating says, when the manufacturer doesn't hide the fact that you're chasing and not collecting. I thought that was a good tweet by John. This Ellie De La Cruz sold. Actually, I think 2 of them have sold so far. Both of them were listed at $9.99.99 or best offer. It's a cool looking card, right? I like this. It kind of steals Panini's Color Blast design a little bit, maybe, in my opinion. I don't know. So $1,000 or best offer. The first one sold for $825 best offer, and then the next one, which had a better picture, by the way, sold for $550. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I looked at these wrong. I thought these were uh, in order. So the first one sold for $550, and the second one sold for $825. Cool looking card. Case hit. Okay, I think we're done with that. Here is, remember the last at least couple of years, they've done the MVP buyback, where if you have certain cards of the MVP winners, you can sell them back at a premium to tops. And here is one of those from 2023, MVP Shohei, number to 199. I think this is pretty cool. It looks good. I don't know. I like it. This was a funny tweet. Wow, someone might recognize once owning that card. That'd be funny if somebody were to take pictures of their card before turning it in for the MVP buyback, and then they've got the same card. All right, back to 130 point. We have this. I just found this interesting, and I don't know enough about this yet, but it could turn into its own video eventually. This Michael Jordan card sold for $2.1 million in May of 2021. It had a PSA 8 on the card, 9 on the autograph. Same exact cert, as you can see here. Same card, number 2123, same PSA cert. Now has a 10 autograph and a 6 card grade. So no one really knows the story yet, as far as I can tell. I might be missing it, but I haven't seen it. But my guess is that the owner sent it back to PSA to get regraded, maybe hoping that the autograph grade will go up to a 10. I'm speculating here. And because PSA needs to regrade the whole card, it dropped the card grade down to a 6. And Nat Turner somewhere, I don't have the tweet, said that the owner of the card was more than fairly compensated for the grade change. So I don't know what that means, more than fairly compensated, but if the owner is happy, then I think that's the most important thing. HGA, here's a tweet from Neo. Not accepting new submissions at this time. And Neo asks, will HGA ever take another submission? I don't think so. They've done this at least twice, right? Where they are shutting down accepting submissions for a period of time, undergoing a complete restructure. I I can't envision them coming out of this. They have been riddled with controversy. They the owner or CEO or whatever had been asked about the AI that they were claiming to use, and then all of a sudden, all the mentions of AI in their on the website were removed altogether. Yeah, it's. I think they were slabbing counterfeit cards more so than like a PSA or SGC, which are also slabbing counterfeit cards, but at a far lower rate. All right, I saw this a bunch of times. Joe Montana's charging $1,200 to sign his rookie card, And people are upset about this, and I don't know why. Like, if you don't want to pay 1,200 bucks for an autograph, then don't pay it. If he can get it, then he can get it. There are some people who charge nothing for rookie card autographs. Some people who charge 1,200 bucks. Uh, Sandy Koufax, $3,750 for his rookie card. Don't pay it. I just can't get upset over what somebody's charging for something, even if I want it. I would love to have a Joe Montana rookie card autographed, but I'm not going to pay 1,200 bucks, and so I move on. But a lot of people are upset over it. You can also, uh, yeah, you can get it cheaper on eBay. Okay, PSA. Comes from CGC Sports Illustrated, who I asked, "Are you going to rebrand now?" And he said, "Yeah, maybe." I interviewed him. I don't know, 9 months ago, maybe close to a year ago. PSA announces they will start grading Sports Illustrated as well as comics. And here's their prototype of it. And I don't do comic books, so I'm completely ignorant about this. Uh, you can see the name of the book, the cover information, first appearance of Wolverine, grade. So yeah, it's cool. But the more cool thing is that they're going to start grading magazines and then autographed Sports Illustrateds, which is awesome because I have a bunch of autographed Sports Illustrateds. You can have Beckett slab your autographed magazines, which I've done once. I just don't like Beckett slabs. So we'll see what PSAs look like. I just right now PSA only authenticates autographs on Sports Illustrated covers. You can't send them a whole magazine. So it'll be cool to be able to send them the whole magazine. All right, and then CGC is also getting into the autograph authentication market with slabbing JSA. They bought JSA and now they're going to encapsulate cards in slabs with autographs and grade. And they sent me this information on it, and it's just not at an appealing price right now. It might be just because I talked to a friend. He said it's probably they're trying to see how much they get. Grading fees, which is I think like I don't know, $15 a card, plus $15 for free members. And if you sign up for a membership, you can get it cheaper. But for me, you're talking 30-ish bucks for a maximum value of $500. And that's generally what I dabble in. When I can go through my group submitter and get dual graded, which is the same thing here, PSA autograph encapsulation for $25. So I was hoping to see a big CGC JSA promo to get started and where they're doing them like at blowout prices. Maybe that's coming. Maybe they'll see how much they get after the national and they'll do a big deal, which I would be open to. Right now, it's too high. All right, Dave Wottle. Actually, we're going to get to Dave Wottle here at the end. I've got a great Dave Wottle item. Fanatics Collect. I was kind of torn on sharing this because I don't really care, but I could see myself dabbling in it at some point. So PWCC was bought by Fanatics. They've rebranded it as Fanatics Collect, and they're doing like a collector to collector marketplace trading, blah blah blah. And so they have lower selling fees for some cards. So if the listed price is $0 to $120, it's a 6% seller's fee, which seems pretty good. I don't remember what eBay is at this point. Actually, let's pause and just go see, shall we? All right, we're back. And am I sharing? Yes, I am. eBay, most categories, including trading cards, collectible card games, blah, blah, blah. 13.25% on the total amount of the sale. Up to $7,500. 13.25%. So as you can see here, if you go over $120, you're going to pay a tiny bit more, 13.33 versus 13.25. But for smaller items, 6%, that feels like they're going to poach a lot of sellers from eBay, charging less than half of what eBay is charging. And then the fee structure goes down once you get above $1,200. This is really interesting. Um, I don't know. I don't sell very much at all, so maybe because I have a bunch from the Vermont collection, maybe I'll test it out on Fanatics Collect. I actually just listed something on my eBay, one card on my eBay store. All right, back to Fanatics Collect. PSA is also, they're partnering with PSA. PSA purchased or traded for the eBay vault, and now they're partnering with Fanatics Collect to submit raw cards through Fanatics Collect to PSA. So another one of those things where if you're buying something from Fanatics Collect, you can very quickly so that's how I envision it, send it to PSA for grading, and then relist it back on Fanatics Collect graded. Yeah, this is a ball signed by the original Hall of Famers. This is Sports Collectors Daily. Autographed baseball, earliest Hall of Fame inductees. Originally obtained by Ed Rommel, a former pitcher for Connie Mack's Philadelphia A's. Here's the ball. Pretty cool. Estimate is expected to be around $300,000. And here, another cool thing, we have this handwritten Ty Cobb greeting on a rare rookie year postcard. It's the 1907 seamless steel tubes Ty Cobb postcard. And you can see here, and Sports Collectors Daily wrote out everything he wrote. I'm not going to read it, but basically, Ty Cobb's just bragging about his stats that year, and they were amazing. It sold for $84,000 in 2017. Heritage believes it could bring $150,000 this time. It seems to me, though, that if it sold for 84,000 7 years ago, it's probably going to go for more than 150,000 now. All right, again, not a comic book guy, not a superhero guy, but when you're talking about the first Batman card, that's pretty cool. And they call it a rookie card. I don't know if you'd call it a rookie. Would you call it a rookie card? This is a PSA 9 1966 Batman, the Batman, as you can see here. Sold for $45,000. Pretty cool. Good looking card. Meanwhile, this Stegosaurus sold for $45 billion. Sorry, $45 million to a billionaire. M's and B's, same thing, right? The guy who runs the Citadel hedge fund paid $45 million. It was estimated to go for 4 to 6 million and went for significantly more than that. I wonder what he'll do with it. Just display it in his home? My wife would kill me. All right, Dave Wottle. I'm a former runner, recovered runner, I guess, lapsed runner, still a big running fan. And Dave Wottle won the gold medal in the 800-meter race in the 1972 Olympics. And it's a pretty iconic race for a couple of different reasons. First of all, here's the video. I'll try to remember to put the link to the video in the description to this video. You should go watch it. But here he is on the right, way behind anybody else. Normally, like there are some runners who love to run from the back, like Sifan Hassan, the Dutch runner, loves to run from the back. But in the back, she'd be like here, not 10 meters back. But here's Dave Wottle, and they were talking about how, what is he doing? Is he injured? Because he didn't make it into the 1500-meter finals. And so there was speculation that he might be injured, but he won this race. And I encourage you to go watch it. The hat is iconic because you can just watch the hat and you know who he is. That's a problem sometimes with especially older videos. is picking out who who is each runner, who each runner is. So it's a great video. I will try to remember to put it in the description so you can go click on it and watch. It's only $1,000. Of course, it's got 14 days left. Um, yeah, cool, cool item. Make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. I'll have a newsletter out Monday morning. I have a bunch of newsletter content, but again, just not feeling it this month. So I will have a newsletter out for Monday morning. It's free, junkwaxhero.com. Link is also in the description for that. I'm doing some giveaways of some like Carl Yastrzemski slabs and some other stuff too. So actually, these are 3 of them that I have right here that I'll be giving away over the coming weeks or months. That's it, you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. I might post a video Sunday evening. I'm not really sure. I'll be doing an interview Monday, but we'll see. Hope you have a great weekend.